Hi there, I'm Samantha, and I want to take you on a journey through the history of one of my favourite video games of all time, Escape Velocity. At the same time, we'll be walking through the history of its community as well, because while the games are exceptionally good, for me I enjoyed them most because of the community that surrounded them, and we'll be talking about that along the way. I made friends, took trips, some of us flew across the world to meet other community members, developers lived all over the world from Tasmania to Kansas. And we all came together to celebrate this series of games that defined Mac gaming forever. Originally published in 1996, again in 1998, and finally in 2002, Escape Velocity was the hallmark of gaming on the Macintosh platform, at least for me anyway. I was fortunate enough to be a part of this community in my formative years, and I don't think my upbringing would have been the same without it. So after sitting on this thought for a while, I came to the realization that nobody had done a proper playthrough of EV on YouTube, and at least nobody with my knowledge of the game and its community had decided to do so. So with that I decided to do it, which also made me come to the thought of, well, which game should I tackle first? The original 1996 version, my personal favourite, the 1998 Escape Velocity Override, or the more recent and incredibly well received Escape Velocity Nova? I've decided to start with EV Override, for many reasons. It's got a lot of depth, interesting mission strings, a huge universe to explore, heaps of content, and stands as a great introduction to Escape Velocity in general. Due to the lack of support for Escape Velocity in this anymore, I've decided to be playing on the Windows platform rather than the originally released Mac platform. This is done purely because my Mac is not really capable of doing video recording, so I'll have to do it on PC. Anyway, please join me in this little adventure as we explore the uncharted depths of space together in the worlds of Escape Velocity. So with that we have to open a new ship. Let's click here and it'll come up with a ridiculous name, I'm sure. Oh, look at that, stud beef pile. Genius. No, we're going to go with Samantha, just for my own sake. And because my favourite sci-fi novel of all time is Hyperion, that's going to be our name of our first shuttlecraft. In this game, you start off with a single ship. It's got maybe 10 or 20 tons worth of cargo space, limited jump engines, no weapons, and, well, it can't do very much. So you have to leap into space and make opportunities for yourself. Anyway, here we go. Enter ship. We start off with the lovely splash screen that I remember so well. Looks great. And the intro. Mankind leapt to the stars as it did with all other frontiers, with greed for the riches to be had, and ignorance of the forces they were dealing with. Ah, the Voinians. We've seen many of those in this playthrough. And so with that, you've seen the very Star Wars-like introduction to this game. And here we sit in orbit around Earth and its moon, and I can press Tab to highlight various ships around me, cargo transporters, destroyers, more ships. And I'm going to press the number pad to the number keys to select where we're going to land. And we're going to start on Earth, hitting the L button and landing. And here we are on the basic splash screen for a planet. First things first, we need to find something to raise our amount of money, because 1,000 credits is not going to do us very well, and only 20 tons of cargo space? We need to upgrade to a ship as soon as possible. I'd love to get a scout ship. That's usually my first go, because then you can scout out space and have quite a range of jump engines. You can feel 8 jumps as opposed to the shuttle's 4, which is significant. And it's got, I don't know, 40 tons of cargo space. So that's what we're going to be aiming for. While the transporter and the freighter, the first 2 ships you can get in the United Earth government, generally have lots of cargo space, they won't be providing any military force or any long-term research or exploration. So, we have to make some money. How much do we need? Wrong button. How much do we need? We need $95,000. Oh my. It's going to take a bit. So let's do it. Let's go. What have we got? Veryl Prime. That's close. I pressed M to bring up the mission screen, and this is the galaxy that we know it as. Before we leave though, we are going to grab a regional map, which goes up to two hyperspace routes distance away from Sol. But we're going to take that mission to Veryl Prime. 5,000 credits to get a group of passengers. Accept mission. And now we need to move around, which is done using the arrow keys. There's a UE fighter. We can say hello. Join us against the evil Voinians. Amazing. What a champion. So, we need to get to... We're going to skip Eltor because the uninhabited systems sometimes have pirates. So we're going to go around here instead. And here we go, our first jump. Gets a bit noisy, I apologize. 1 jump. And 2 jumps. And now we are at Veryl Prime. We want to get out of this passenger shuttle as quickly as possible because it's absolutely garbage. You'll notice in the top left-hand corner, top right-hand corner, you've got shield, armor, and fuel values, which track your stats, as well as a mini-map, which can be upgraded in various ways. And for now, we're going to land on Veryl Prime. And they've got 5,000 credits for doing that job. Pretty useful. Now we have to refuel our ship, and unfortunately we can't buy an auto refueler here. So where are we going to go next? Apollo. Oh no, too far away. New Tokyo? 1, 2, 3. Oh. It's not a very good mission. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we'll go to New Tokyo. Why not? Now it may seem like the galaxy is rather small, but in fact, it is absolutely enormous. And now there's another button. We're going to press caps lock. Go to 2 times speed, which will make our jumps much faster. And the downside of this is that our shuttle can't go any long range exploration with only 4 jumps worth of fuel, because I want to be heading north as quickly as possible to meet up with some interesting aliens. First stop, New Tokyo. Ah, this is a bit better. 5,000 credits. New Tokyo is a major industrial world, renowned for high productivity, quality and efficiency. New Tokyo's factories supply a lot of vital equipment to the newly colonized planets, and the planet's shipyards construct a considerable proportion of human vessels. That's better. Now we want to outfit our ship with something useful, like an auto refueler, so I don't have to keep pressing that button every single time, which would drive me insane. And there's a bar here. Hey, look at that! We got a mission. It's first time, not bad. A UE naval officer approaches you. From his uniform, he appears to be with shipping and supply department. Ah, you must be Samantha, he greets you. UE Shipping has a cargo delivery for those you were hoping could do it for us. Are you interested? Yes, I am. Take 10 tons of metal to the NOx system. Purely routine cargo run, nothing out of the ordinary. Sure, man. Whatever. We can do that. We're going to buy another regional map while we're here. I know that costs us a bit more money, but as you can see, the universe continues to get larger. Now, we're going to go to the NOx system, and I know for a fact that this is a little more than just a plain cargo run. Because Chalker usually spawns pirates. At least some of the time anyway. So we'll probably have to jump out and jump in, because we don't want to be doing any fighting with this ship. Otherwise we'll get pasted. Oh, you see that? There was a little bit of combat there. We're trying to avoid that. We made it to this tiny little blue rock, which is special because it's where the UE administration is, and you pick up many more missions here in the future, including some way down the line when you have higher combat experience. And we got some cargo runs, made some money, pretty good. But I'm going to stop playing the game for a moment here and talk to you. Escape velocity means a great deal to me. I made friends playing this game because I went online as a plucky little 13-year-old does on the old forum system and talked to people because I wanted to know how to beat escape velocity, because I wanted to know what to do. I wanted to figure out how to play this game efficiently and what ships I could fly. But I found a community that was welcoming and fun. We had a group called the EV Banter and Brawl Forum, which was basically shitposting, right? But in the 90s. And we used to go on IRC and all talk to each other. And in fact, I'm fairly sure many of them still do, which blows my mind. Anyway, enough reminiscing. I want to show you what else we can do. Oh, Olivet, interesting. See, now we've got more missions. Parrying station's only 2 jumps away for 5,000 credits. Luna is, that's a rush delivery to Arrowing Station. When is that? May 2nd. What's the date now? It is... That's right, it doesn't say you there. Okay, we're going to accept that mission because it shouldn't take us very long to jump to Parrying Station. 1, 2, 3 jumps. Because rush deliveries generally make more money. And we're going to need as much money as we can get. Hear that? Combat. Oh shit, there's a turncoat in the system. We are leaving. Turncoats are big renegade command ships. They have fighter bays. So, and they're terrifying. Well, at least at this early level. Later on, they're not much of a big deal, but... There we go. Atlantic Station. We made it. Nice. How good is that? And we got 30,000 credits from doing that. Well, 15,000. Which is pretty good. Now, Loth Prime. We're definitely going there in the future when we have about 200,000 credits or so. Maybe it's 500. I can't remember. But they sell a ship called the Helion, which is just amazing. New Taranto. Too far. New Rome? Still too far. Oh, they're in the same system. That's right. Oh, but then we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we'll take the New Taranto and the New Rome mission because they're in the same system, which is efficient. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. 2 times speed. Jumping in as quickly as we can. Hurry up, please. I don't want to get shot by that Helion. I remember a long time ago when I was a kid on this forum, we used to hang out and do these silly Photoshop Friday things, right? You'd come up with a topic each week and you'd have to do a Photoshop related to that topic. I do remember one time we used to do like movie posters and they'd be so stupid and we'd have to make movie posters about forum members, and it was hilarious. Anyway, while Earth has become a warship producing machine, New Tokyo churns out quantities of freight carriers and many worlds have their own small shipyard. The moon of New Taranto is unique in being utterly devoid of the art of ship crafting. All the most revolutionary and brilliant ship designers, utterly devoted to the art of ship crafting. All the most revolutionary and brilliant designers reside here. It is believed that Anna Bashlov herself, who designed the UE fighter and its complement the carrier, has retired here to work on a ship that will be her legacy to the galaxy. Ominous? I like the sound of that. Oh shit, what's happening? Oh, flip. 40,000 credits. We're nearly on our way. What's this bar? Nothing interesting. How far is that? 19 tons of food for 12,000 credits. Yes, we'll take that rush delivery to Varel Prime. Crates! Those little white and blue ships. They're the worst ship in the game. They have one measly light blaster and they're absolutely rubbish, and they have no shields and they just fall apart under the slightest provocation. So hopefully if we do come across pirates, they'll have those, not Helions or renegades. Kerncoats, sorry. One more jump and we'll be around Varel Prime. Oh my god, lots of renegades in this. Ugh! That was close. Shuttle, nothing interesting. But we land on Varel Prime, which is an interesting city, planet. Destroyed during the Voinian War and has struggled to recover. Great commodity exchange. Colonists, industrial. Yes, trading is a big part of this game. You can trade any number of goods between various planets and throughout the galaxy. And we'll probably do that in the future when we have more cargo space. Oh, got lucky there. No, I want to show you somewhere more interesting. I'm going to take you to Dog of War. I haven't pissed off anyone yet, so hopefully we can get through unmolested. Come on. You got to get to the edge of the solar system before you can jump. Dog of War is in the very middle between UE space and the Voinians. Oh my, as you can see, it's heavily militarized, with lots of combat happening in between the various factions. We're trying to avoid all that firepower. We did it. We want to land right here. Ooh. I'm going to try something dangerous. Oh, let's see if we can capture it. No! We're going to destroy it. We did it. We destroyed our first ship. And we made it to a new outpost. This station, once a jumping off point for the Voinian War effort, supposedly seals the Earth-Voinian Peace Treaty and forms a diplomatic and trade link between the two governments. This treaty, however, while it has arguably ended all-out war, has not stopped the fighting, and a great deal of fighting happens in the space outside the PAX station. We're going to buy a regional map here. See, there's a Voinian planet right there. Yulin Outpost. We can't go that way, otherwise we'll get shot down. So we must tread lightly. And there are no missions available here. So we're going to leave before... Oh, jeez. Oh. Ah! We're going to go up to... We're going to go to Eltor. Clear route. And back to the solar system. Safely away from all this nonsense. We don't want to be anywhere near those Voinian frigates. They can take us down in a single shot. We must be cautious. Anyway, we're going to land on Earth. And see if we can't get another mission. Delivery to Paris and passengers to Paris. Wonderful. That'll take us to 59,000 credits. I'm not going to be buying anything else now. I just want to get it strict. I want to get that shuttlecraft as quickly as possible. There's a space station here. Parian Station. Do you want to have a quick look? Yeah. Ah, a fallback position should the Voinians invade. Completely devoid and abandoned. Interesting. I can tell you there's going to be more about that later. 58,000. Rush delivery to Earth. We'll take it. For now we're staying within the safety of UE space, United Earth. Because we can't afford to go anywhere else out into the galaxy or explore any of the numerous of alien races. But if we had a scout ship, however, that might change things entirely. 70,000 credits. How close are we? Oh, we're getting there. Rush delivery to New Rome? No, too far. Where's New Toronto? Oh. Actually, maybe. 12 tons of luxury goods. As well as... no space for that one. But this should be enough to push us over the edge, I reckon. As long as we don't run into any pirates in the Chalker system, we'll be good. And here we go, jumping. Okay, gonna up the speed a bit, twice the speed, just to get through a little faster. Renegade Helians. Renegades here as well. Okay, New Rome first. We want to get out of here before he kills us. Oh no. UE destroyer inbound. He'll take him out. Nice. 82,000. Lots of pirates here today. Holy shit. 92. How close are we? Ah, 1,000 credits away. Don't you hate that? We'll take that mission to Luna. Now this series, the reason I'm putting it together is because there's no decent EV content on YouTube. And I would love to see more of it. I think it's very important that we talk about EV and its place in the Mac gaming pantheon. Because it was very similar to Wing Commander and Privateer and all of those great games. Because... oh shit! Oh jeez! Oh, we got hit by a torpedo and lived. That was terrifying. Okay. Panic mode engaged. Anyway, what was I saying? We did it! 103,000. Anyway, as I was saying, I have a love for escape velocity and its place in the Mac gaming pantheon. And it hasn't been covered decently on YouTube because there isn't anyone with my knowledge of this game willing to really put in the effort. And so here I am doing it because I don't want this game to be lost into obscurity forever. Support has been dropped by Ambrosia Software. You can't get new key codes. And so basically the only people who can play Escape Velocity nowadays are either those who pirate it or those who have an original copy like I do. So what are you to do? Well, I'm going to memorialize it here and immortalize it here on YouTube. All the various Escape Velocity games will be here and I'll make them and make sure they're here. I'm going to do content for all three and we're going to talk about stuff along the way. So I'm going to buy this scout ship. Here we go. And we're going to call it something cool. More specifically, we're going to call it Endymion. Endymion. 40 tons of cargo space. An extra two extra fuel tanks. And an auto refueler. And now we have the ability to go for 10 jumps wherever we want. The galaxy is at our fingertips. And that's where I'm going to leave it with you today. And I hope that you have enjoyed this time playing Escape Velocity with me. And I'll see you in the next one. Samantha, out.